Detained Ugandan opposition figure Besigye is on hunger strike, his wife says. Kampala, February 12, Reuters. A prominent opposition figure in Uganda who was on trial in a military tribunal has begun a hunger strike, his wife said, 2 weeks after the country's top court banned courts-martial from trying civilians. President Yoweri Museveni said his government would continue to prosecute civilians in military courts despite the Supreme Court's ruling. A spokesperson for Uganda's prisons denied that Kizza Besigye was on hunger strike. Besigye, a longtime opponent of Museveni, was detained in neighboring Kenya in November, in what a senior Kenyan foreign affairs official described as an abduction. He was subsequently brought home and charged with illegal possession of firearms and with treachery, which carries the death penalty. Kizza Besigye is on hunger strike, detained illegally by a regime that fears his defiance more than it respects the law, Besigye's wife Winnie Byanyama wrote on X late on Tuesday. They think they can break his spirit, but they underestimate his resolve. Besigye will not yield while the regime tramples on justice, said Byanyama, who is the executive director of United Nations Agency on AIDS. Uganda's prison spokesperson Frank Bain denied the assertion regarding her husband, telling Reuters, Besigye is okay and he is not on a hunger strike. Besigye was Museveni's personal doctor during the 1980s Bush War, but the two men later fell out. Besigye ran against and lost to Museveni in 4 presidential elections. He rejected the results of all those votes, citing irregularities that the authorities denied. Human rights activists have accused Museveni's government of widespread human rights abuses, including torture and arbitrary detention. The government has repeatedly denied allegations of election fraud and rights violations.